The absence of clearly defined goals in social media campaigns has repeatedly held us back. We've seen the same pattern: campaigns launched without a clear sense of who we're targeting or what success looks like. This lack of clarity led to scattered efforts and diluted outcomes. We once believed that being present on every platform was enough, but we know now that without specific objectives and a defined audience, our efforts are wasted. We've learned that clarity in goals is not just a preference, it's a necessity. Repeated failures in campaign outcomes highlight our misallocation of resources. We've poured time and energy into platforms that didn't serve our growth, chasing engagement metrics that didn't translate to tangible results. We used to think that more was better: more posts, more followers, more platforms. But that was the lie. The truth is, without focusing on the right platforms and defining what success looks like, our campaigns missed the mark. Our past mistakes taught us that misaligned resources lead to missed opportunities. The dependency on ambiguous metrics has consistently led us astray. We were once content with likes and shares as indicators of success, but this approach failed repeatedly. We've seen campaigns hailed as successful based on vanity metrics, yet they did nothing to grow our email list or deepen engagement. Now we know that what holds true is the need for metrics that align with our true goals, conversions, and list growth. Our understanding now is rooted in aligning metrics with meaningful outcomes. The repetition of unfocused campaigns points to a fragile understanding of our audience. We used to launch campaigns without truly knowing who we were speaking to or what they needed. This lack of insight led to content that didn't resonate and results that underwhelmed. We've learned that understanding our audience isn't a one-time effort, it's an ongoing commitment. Our current focus is on refining this understanding to ensure our campaigns are relevant and impactful. Our current challenge is the constraint of limited resources. With so many options available, it's easy to spread ourselves too thin. We used to try to be everywhere at once, believing that more exposure would lead to growth. But now we see the importance of focused efforts. Allocating our limited resources wisely means choosing the right platforms and campaigns that align with our goals. We hold that this focus is crucial for our growth. The absence of a unified strategy leads to fragmented efforts. We've seen how campaigns running in isolation fail to build momentum or contribute to our overarching goals. Without a cohesive strategy, our efforts are disjointed and the impact is minimal. We once thought that each campaign was its own entity, but now we understand that they need to be part of a larger strategic plan. This shift is essential for achieving the outcomes we seek. Our dependency on outdated practices has held us back. We've relied on tactics that no longer serve us, clinging to what worked in the past without adapting to the present. This resistance to change has kept us from embracing new opportunities and leveraging current trends. We now know that staying relevant requires continuous learning and adaptation. Our commitment is to let go of what no longer serves us and embrace what does. The misallocation of focus on short-term gains over long-term growth has been a repeated pitfall. We've been caught up in the excitement of immediate results, forgetting the importance of sustainable growth. We believed that quick wins were enough, but now we see the value in nurturing relationships and building trust over time. Our focus is now on strategies that support long-term growth and engagement. We've seen the constraint of reactive decision-making in our campaigns. We used to make decisions based on the latest trends or competitor moves, rather than our own goals and data. This reactive approach led to inconsistent results and a lack of direction. Now, we understand that proactive planning and decision-making based on our own data and objectives are crucial. This clarity is essential for achieving the outcomes we desire. When you first open a Google Doc, you are going to see the buttons at the top: Generate Document, Help Me Write. Those are going to be AI tools associated with Gemini that you have access to in your Workspace account. What you can also do, of course, is you can go to the Gemini button inside of your document area from your blank document. One of the things that you can do in a blank document is brainstorm. Now, you may not see the brainstorm tool available to you. These are going to change based on context. If you go to this arrow of more suggestions, you will typically see writing suggestions available to you. From a blank document, you'll see here that you can brainstorm ideas, you can create a list. You can also write a blog post. So we can do all of those from a blank document in addition to creating an outline. When you click on Create an Outline, you are going to see that Google Docs is going to start with a prompt. We're going to change that prompt, we're going to edit the text inside of this prompt, and we're going to redo the post. So what we're going to do here is write the outline for a subject that we are interested in. We're going to update the prompt. And what is going to happen now is Gemini is going to generate an outline based on our information. Once we have our information here, we can then insert this into the document where it is, or we can copy all this information and place it inside of a new Google document. You can also create documents from scratch using the AI tools in your Google Docs from within Google Workspace. Google Doc AI can brainstorm and draft outlines, so it can capture explicit campaign goals and a defined audience. If a solo creator needs a usable campaign brief, they can use the outline tool to produce a concise brief that lists the target segment, the conversion metric to track, and the platform to prioritize. That output appears as a saved document with named goals, audience details, and the chosen metric ready to be pasted into analytics and an email list growth tracker. This is how we stay on track. There you have it, and I will see you in another video.